Now I'm gonna show you, we're gonna do together. This pose is gonna help you with every specific different kind of sport. Okay, so I'm gonna show a couple poses that are gonna help you. For example, you like to go running. Running is a great exercise, cardio, and helps you to strong legs and knees, but you need to be careful. So you need to always protect your body for any kind of sport. About running, I'm gonna show you a couple poses gonna help you to get improved your running, and every time you also prevent any injuries. You don't wanna get any injuries when you run. So we're gonna start with this pose. You're gonna come all the way up, and you can do it even before or after you go running. Okay? So this is called dancer pose in yoga. So when you're new in yoga, maybe you need to use the wall for that. So you're gonna come all the way in front of any wall, and you're gonna put one hand like this, and you're gonna start looking to the wall. Dancer pose. You're gonna separate your feet, make sure you're nice and tall, and then you're gonna bend one of the legs. And then you're gonna hold with your hand the top of your foot. This is a nice stretch for your legs. You probably do that before running, but the difference with dancer, you wanna try to extend their legs all the way. Okay? This is dancer pose. And you can look down and look just in front of you. And you wanna hold this pose and breathe. Remember to breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. And how far away from you can with the legs. Nice and stretch. And then make sure you switch. And then you switch your hands and also your foot. And then stretch and breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. It feels so good, even before or after you go running. Another pose I'm going to show you for running, you're going to come all the way and you sit, and then you're going to extend one leg, and the other is kind of in the other leg. Your foot is flat. It's like a tree pose, if you know something about tree pose. And then make sure the foot is flat, bring the arms up, breathe in, and then go all the way down and hold your legs. This is a nice stretch in your legs, and also you get the flexibility. Breathe in and breathe out. Make sure you're nice and long. So you need to also stretch in your back. Breathe in, and then come all the way up, and then you switch with the other legs. And bring the arms up, in, and then go all the way down. In and breathe out. Perfect, and come all the way down, okay? That's a couple poses you can do before or after you go running. What about swimming? I'm sure you love to go swimming, especially you live close to the water. So I want to show you a couple poses that you can do before or after you go swimming. So the first one I'm going to show you is called locust pose. So you're going to come all the way in your body, and then you're going to separate your legs. Bring the arms to the side with the palm facing to your body, okay? And you're going to breathe in, and then breathe all the way up. And breathe out, and you're gonna hold it. This is perfect when you go swimming, because it's gonna help you a lot of strength in your legs, in your back, and also in your shoulders. You try to bring the shoulders back. Breathe in and breathe out. I'm gonna hold it. How high can you go with your legs? Maybe a little harder at this. Nice. You're gonna look down and then release. And you can do for a couple of times. It feels so good. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. I'm gonna hold it, breathe in and breathe out. That's perfect. And then you're gonna come all the way and sit. What about you, other than swimming, you like to also play in the water and you like to go surfing? So we'll show you a couple poses you can do while you go surfing. This is called warrior number 2. And it's a very good poses because it also help you with balance, okay? So you're gonna separate your legs like this, very wide. Now you're gonna bring one foot out, bend your knees, and then bring the arms to the side, and then look to your hand. It's like you're surfing, and you can do in your mat, pretend your mat is your surfboard, and hold it like this. Breathe in and breathe out. It's straining your legs and also flexibility. And breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Perfect. And now come all the way up, and you're gonna do the other side. One foot out, arms to the side, and bend your knees. And look to your hand. And breathe in, Shoulders back and down, and breathe out, and hold it. Nice. And then switch. Another pose for surfers. Remember, when you're in the board, you're not trying to find your balance. This is called warrior number 3. So you want to come all the way and bring the feet together. And now make sure that you're going to bring the arms to the side. This is a very challenging pose. You're going to look down and then bring one leg up and back and find your balance. How long you can keep this pose? You know what helps you? To breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice. And then you're gonna switch. Let's do the other side. Maybe you can spread all your toes. That's gonna help you to keep the balance. Bring the arms to the side and then bring the legs up and back. Warrior number 3. And breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Try to do this pose when you're surfing. That's gonna be so nice. And come all the way up. Okay, another pose that you can do when you go surfing or swimming, you're gonna come all the way and see. So you need the sole of the feet together. This is called butterfly pose. And get really good release to your knees. In and breathe out. Oh, come all the way up. That's good. Maybe move your knees back and forth. Yes. And now the last pose. Remember when you go swimming and you go surfing, your shoulders are your arms. So you need to be very strong shoulders and open shoulders. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna interlace your finger behind your back, nice and tall, and then look at your shoulders, and then go all the way down. And try to bring the hands all the way up. You can. It's really good for your shoulders. Remember, you're using your arms a lot. And then come all the way up. Don't forget to breathe, and then release. Maybe a little shake because you showed that there was stretching. This is a good poses to do either before or after you go swimming. Now we're gonna do some poses. Those my friend that likes to do gymnastic. And probably you're very flexible and you have a lot of strain in your arms and your legs. But I'm gonna show you some yoga poses that you can combine with your practice, gymnastic practice. So I'm probably you're very good about balance, but the difference between yoga and gymnastic is first you need to, very important is to breathe, okay? You always need to focus about your breathing. And also when you do all these balance poses in yoga, the key about to try to hold there for a long time, okay? Instead of go faster. So I'm gonna show you some of the poses that we can do you can do if you practice gymnastic. So I'll show you one of the great poses in yoga called tree pose, and it's a very nice balance poses. So make sure you're gonna separate your foot. It's pretty easy for you, this pose, but like I say, you try to keep it as long as possible. So you're gonna separate your toes, and you're gonna bring foot to the other legs. Find your balance, it's very challenging, and try to bring the knees to the other side, okay? And now when you're nice and still, bring the arms up. And here you're gonna breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Tree pose. Remember, be still and try to hold this pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Very nice. And then you're gonna switch. Got your foot to the other legs. And if you want a little more challenge, instead you bring the foot all the way down, maybe you can bring all the foot all the way on the top of your legs. And then bring the knees to their side and bring the arms up. And breathe in and breathe out. You already have the balance. Now you're gonna keep this pose as long as possible. Breathe in and breathe out. Perfect. And then come all the way down. And then I'm gonna show you another denser pose that you can do when you practice gymnastics. You can use the wall. You're gonna bend your knees and hold your foot and bring them back. Breathe in and breathe out. And maybe you wanna challenge yourself without any support, your hands. And now bring the arms up. Breathe in and breathe out. Hold this pose. Breathe in and breathe out, and then come all the way down. And then do the other side. dancer pose. Breathe in, and then maybe try to find your balance and hold this pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice. And pretty much a lot of this balance pose is going to help you to improve in your gymnastic. Okay? Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to show you a couple poses that are going to help you when you practice baseball or basketball. Both sports, they need a lot of strain in your legs, okay? And also very healthy knees. So I'm gonna show you a couple poses that you can do before or after you practice. One basic pose that you can do when you practice baseball or basketball, remember you need to reach, right? So you're gonna come all the way up in your feet and then bring the arms up. This is called a half moon in yoga. Breathe in and then bring it all the way to the other side, like catching, and feel the nice stretch. So get flexible in your spine, long in your arms, breathe in and breathe out, and then you're gonna switch. You probably done this pose, but do it like a couple of times, but remember, breathe in and breathe out. You do any kind, maybe you play football or soccer or basketball, you reach as much as possible. And do this a couple of times. When you practice baseball, basketball, soccer, or football, you need a very strong legs and also very strong knees. I'm gonna show you, we're gonna do together. This pose is gonna help you to get very strong with your knees because this is a very delicate part of your body and you need to make sure they're very strong, okay? And keep it strong all your life. So this is called hero pose, and you probably do this pose when you're watching TV, but try to, when you practice this pose, maybe just relax, close your eyes, and maybe I start breathing. Coming your knees all the way up, and then you're gonna keep the knees together. And now you're gonna separate your legs. Make sure the toes are pointing back. With your hands, making your calf down and out, and then very slow gonna come all the way and sit. And here you're gonna just nice and tall. You're gonna breathe in and breathe out. Get it strong in your knees. Nice. Come all the way up. Then I'm gonna show you another pose gonna help to get very strong in your knees. Okay, so you're gonna come in your belly, just like this. And then come in your elbow. See? Express all your fingers, separate your legs, and point your toes, bend your knees, and hold with your hands, your foot. And try to bring very close to your body. This is a nice stretch to your legs. And also you practice like baseball and soccer. That's also help you to stretch. You do before or after. And then breathe in and breathe out. And then you're gonna switch. Come in your elbows, bend your other legs, and hold with your hand, your foot. And then bring them close to you as much as possible. Nice, breathe in and breathe out. One more, breathe in and breathe out. Perfect. And the last pose I'm gonna show you that will help you with your strong knees and also your back. This is actually a back bend, and we call it yoga bowl. And it's a fun pose to do. So you want exactly where you are. This time you're gonna bend both knees. Bend your knees, and with your hand hold one, and then hold the other one. And then try to bring the heels close to you. This is one way to stretch your legs and get strong with your knees. And now when you want to practice your back also, you're going to come all the way up. Bow pose. Nice. And then you're going to release like this. Nice. This is great poses that you can do when you practice baseball, basketball, or actually just try for any kind of sport. And it's specific for that kind of sport.